Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I just want to say hello to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're taking really good care of yourself, and I hope you're eating healthy. You could always work on it every day, to try to improve your life. Start one thing at a time, like I did. So this is not what this topic is about, so I'm gonna whoop stop that. But really, you could do one thing at a time. Just cut one bad thing out of, at a time, like I did. And also, I hope you are able to get out in nature somewhere. I know in my area, I thought it was warmer than I thought it was going to be warmer out. But I did get out, and I did get a little cold. But you know what? I'm like, nope, we're doing this today. I'm getting out, and I'm going to take that 40-minute walk. And the whole way I froze. And not only I froze the whole way out there, I sat for another 40 minutes, doing a video. And then another 40 minutes after that. So to get back to my car. So I did it, like I made it through it. I'm going to get through this, we can do this. I'm going to warm up when I get back in my car. And then when I get home, I can thaw back out, I'll be fine. So anyway, I hope all of you are doing really great. And I hope you're able to get out in nature somewhere. Hang on. I got to fix something here really quick. I didn't check to see how the background is going to be on this yet. Sorry. So my son got me these beautiful lights. He's so sweet. So anyway, back to you now is yeah, I hope you're taking good care of your family members, the people that love and support you. Even if you have a special friend out there or friends, like that are there to support you, not the ones that are using you. You definitely got to be picky here, in all this stuff. It's good to be picky. Now I feel like I'm a picky eater now, like before I ate anything and everything, and now I'm a vegan. I got a vegan diet. So now I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I really don't want to eat that cow right now. We're good. So anyway, please, you could like this video, whoops, and you could share it, and you could subscribe. It is free, and if you do want to contact me, if you need help, that is, like if you do need, I love helping people out, but I am trying to make friends on Facebook. So, but make sure you're reaching out to me that maybe you need some help. Maybe you need a friend to talk to or something like that, and I would love to help you out. So you could reach out to me there, or you can leave a message down below this video, that is. And also, like on Instagram, you can reach me there. That's the best place, really, to catch me, because I go on there every so many days. It might take me a few days to get back to you. So that you can get in touch with me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So those are two ways you can contact me. And anyway, to get going on this video, I've been wanting to do this for a while. And I got this love shirt on, my beautiful Valentine's love shirt, even though we already did Valentine's, but that is the whole point why we're doing this video. And even though we already had Valentine's, in February, and I know we're not in February anymore, but that is why I wanted to make this video. This is for either you're single, you could be searching for a loved one, and I do have to tell you though, see that heart, whoops, see that heart right there? That's where you're going to find everything, right there, right in your heart. Everything you're looking for, you're going to have to go, whoops, right there in your heart space to find it. Now that might be a toughie to a big pill to swallow. I wish I had a horse pill right here. I have a hard time swallowing those babies. So you're going to just see this heart the whole time. And, that is where you should be looking for that special one. And, what I learned is the more you work on yourself, the universe will reveal the one that you're searching for. Sometimes a lot of times, I'm having to say, a lot of times we're looking outside of ourselves when, it's been here the whole time in your heart space. In your heart space. So you want to work on yourself, and you might not know how to work on yourself, but I do have other videos out on that, is that, like, how's your attitude? Do you have a good attitude? Are you hard on yourself? So I made a video on are you too hard on yourself? Do you criticize yourself? Do you bad talk yourself? Bad mouth yourself? Do you always get upset with yourself? And, there's so many ways that you can work on yourself. I have a really sweet friend out there that has been helping me, like to work on me. So I've been learning a lot. I thought I was okay, like before I met this person, and I discovered, he was teaching me to, hey, leave me alone, go work on yourself, and so that's what I try to help other people out, is go work on yourself. Really, you desire this, you desire that, but really I'm trying to guide you to, really, you got to work on yourself. You can't, a lot of people these days are, they want instant, like an instant boyfriend or an instant girlfriend, instant wife, or instant husband, where they want it right away. And as far as that, like goes, I'm in no rush, really. I am saving myself, and you know what that means. I am saving myself. I am no longer interested in having any sex with anybody for the rest of my life, really, and until somebody can actually show me that they're actually the kind of man I desire to be with. And I desire to be with somebody, and I discovered that he's right here the whole time. He's been, like in my heart space, because I have been working so hard, so you need to work on areas in your life, do you get upset? Do you have anger issues? Are you having problems about, like, maybe, problems that you had when you were a kid? Like maybe you had a lot of trauma. I get those two words, drama and trauma. Maybe you had too much trauma in your past time, with your family, or, like exes, like maybe you were not treated good. So this video is really about helping you to discover, or also how to treat, like when you find somebody, when you work on yourself, the universe is going to show you, what you're searching for. But, it takes a lot of work, and it could make you cry. It could make your heart hurt at times, where you get sad because, maybe sometimes, somebody might be ignoring you right now, and you'd be like, why are they doing this to me? This hurts. Well, maybe they were trying to help you out, and you're not really seeing what they were trying to show you. You got to work on yourself, like if you don't do things the right way, like you don't want to chase, like you might see somebody that you desire to be with, but, if you start running after her or him, they could be running away from you, like, get out of here, what are you doing? And I'm actually a chaser, where, I could be a chaser chasing somebody, where it's kind of funny. He, if I do things the wrong way, he could end up running away. So I do have a twin flame, and he's been teaching me to work on myself. He's not interested in, like, he's the beautiful soul, and I mean, like, where have you been my whole life, really? I've always desired a man that cares, like, loves me, and wants me to work on myself. So this is really beautiful. And what is really beautiful is that he doesn't care about having sex with me. He doesn't see me like that. And I respect him so much. And, it's been the same way with me, is that I don't look at him that way at all. Like, I look at him because of who he is and what he's made out of. So a lot of times, guys and girls can be guilty at this, that we're looking on the outward appearance. We say, wow, you look beautiful, or you look handsome, and I want to marry you, like, I love you. And but you don't know me, or you don't know them. So you really do. You want to, like, I've been on dating sites. I've been on a few, but I've been on the one mainly. I spent years on this one dating site because it was absolutely free when they said it was, so it was really interesting, where I kept on running into the same issues on that dating site. I was like, what the heck, is going on? Like, very few men really wanted to get to know me. They're like, wow, like, I didn't even put out my good picture. I just put, this one's okay. I'll just put this one out, because I didn't want them to look on, like, sometimes I just didn't want to have a face, on my dating app, the app or whatever, on my profile, because, I really wanted men to get to want to know, what do I like to do? Do you even care what I like to do, So anyway, I do want to help guys and girls out, is to, like, what are women looking for, And, first off, to me, honesty. Are you an honest person? Are you being honest to me? Because it's very important to be honest with, guys and girls, right? If you're interested in somebody, maybe you are working on your heart space. Maybe you are doing some work, inside work, like shadow work, it's very important. Maybe you got some bad habits that you need to stop. Are you eating healthy? Maybe the girl that you desire to be with doesn't want to be with anybody that eats meat. What are you willing to give up, like, for a special relationship, a long-term, like, forever ever kind of relationship? Are you willing to stop smoking? I know when I went on dating sites, if I looked at their profile and it said that that they are a smoker, it's like, next. I have no desire to be with a smoker. I don't smoke. I don't like the smell of cigarette smoke. At that time I did smoke pot, so at that time I didn't mind if they smoked pot, but right now, really, like, I desire not to be with any, I want to be with somebody that's not smoking pot. Because I'm not, like, I don't want to go backwards, I want to go forward, I don't want to get tripped up, just like with my eating habits, like, I'm a vegan, like, so for me, I only would desire a man, that is either vegan or vegetarian, because I don't eat animals anymore. Are you eating beef? So it's really important to know, what, especially if you're interested in somebody out there, whether you're doing the inside work or not on your heart space, like, you really need to, is to work on, maybe you're not being patient enough, maybe you're, being a little too pushy, or maybe, like, trying to rush things, like, where, I am very patient, I will do whatever, I will work as hard as I can to get my heart's desire. I have a heart, and I do care, And, I've quit so many things. I've done so many things to prove to somebody that, hey, I do love you. You don't like that? Okay, I will stop eating meat. I can do that. I gave it up. I gave up my meat. I did like certain meats, especially chicken or my seafood and stuff like that, shrimp and fish, where I gave that up. I used to eat eggs every morning almost. I gave up my eggs. I even gave up coffee. I was surprised. Coffee was one of the last things that I gave up. I gave up my pot and my wine up before my coffee. So coffee was the last thing that I had. And you don't want to do this all right away, especially on a vegan diet. If you were going to go vegan now, you'd be, oh, really? I got to go and stop eating. You got to just do it one thing at a time. Like I did is I stopped eating beef. Maybe there's somebody out there that is saying, hey, work on yourself, and you do, you want something good out there. You might really be in love with somebody, but you got to prove it. What are you willing to change? Do you work? Or the other thing is, are you real? That goes right along with being honest. I desire to be with a real man, a man that's real. There's a lot of robots, bots, I think that's what they call them on Facebook, or there's a lot of scammers that I found, even where, it's a girl profile. I'm like, yay, there's a girl on my Facebook. I'm like, yay. And then later on, they send me a message. I'm like, boo. Because then I find out they're not even real. And I'm like, I was hoping we were going to be friends. I gotta get some girls on my Facebook, so really it's like, so yeah, you want to be real. Don't be a fake, where, when I was on those dating sites, I had so many men ask me, what are you looking for in a man? Well, you know what? I'm not going to tell you what I'm looking for. You're just going to have to figure that out. How do you figure that out? Well, you got to ask me questions, What do you like to do? You can't just think if I say I love you 1,000 times that the girl's like, oh, really? You love me? Wow, he must really love me. He said it 1,000 times that he loves me. You got to prove it. I've heard that many times in my life. I love you. Well, what are you doing to show me that you love me? I'll tell you, I told somebody that I loved him too, and he's like, prove it. That's what he told me, prove it. And I have, I believe, I hope I proved it. I'm still proving it, and it is a lot of work. I'm not kidding. You can't just expect to have, this happens a lot. I've heard where men are more worried about what the outward appearance of a girl looks like than girls worry, that is true with me. You don't have to be a model for me to love you, but I do desire to have somebody that I am attracted to, of course. There's got to be some kind of, maybe his personality. Maybe he knows how to make me laugh. Maybe he's the kind of guy that makes me think, wow, that's a mind blow. That's my biggest, I have to say, that's one of my biggest turn on is when a guy can share some wisdom and knowledge with me. It's like, whew, you got my attention, buddy. I'm all, that's when I start chasing him. Hey, buddy, come back here. Don't go away from Starlight. I love a man that's got some wisdom, that is intelligent. He's smart. Number one, he's very smart. And, he's been studying, where I can learn from him. And I'm like, hey, I love this stuff. This is my go-to kind of thing. I love, a man that really can teach me stuff about myself or about the world, or, I love, a guy that, I actually had a family member, and I think he was kind of my soulmate. It's kind of weird. It was kind of weird. We both loved to talk. You know, we never had a dull moment when it came to talking, and he read so many books. But really, I got thinking about it. Maybe he was my soulmate, even though he was my half-brother. But I learned a lot from him, like but, like there's other things I can't mention, but, I learned a lot. I learned that this was an illusion right here from him. I learned that, I was looking out there instead of looking in here. I learned that, I was looking at all the wrong places for a, like a love partner, a partner for life, So I even said, hey, I'm not having any sex anymore, until there's a ring on my finger. I'm not gonna go with somebody that they try to say I love you, and then I'm like, oh, you do? Okay, I'm just gonna go with you because you said you love me, and I'm just gonna believe you, and let's go get married. And wow, that relationship lasted really long. Now I find out who you're like and what you're about, and you find out, and now we don't even like each other, and then we break up, and then it's a 7-month marriage, so and I'm definitely the type that would never want to get divorced at all. So, when it comes to women, and guys, this goes both ways. You want to be honest right off the bat, be real. Don't try to pretend to be somebody you're not, because in the long run, they're going to find out. They're going to find out that you deceived them and that you were pretending. That's why I don't want to tell you, what am I looking for in a man? I already told you some things, intelligence is number one, really, besides being honest and being real, so all the rest I'm not going to tell you, like with finding somebody. What do you got to offer them? It's good to really get to know each other and find out what they're into, what they're not. Do they like to sing? Do they like to dance? Do they like to do sports? Do they sew? Do they make clothes? Do they cook? What is it about you? Why should that girl like you? What is it that you got to offer her? Did you even tell her anything about you? Or is it a big secret? Are you afraid to open up and say who you are? And the other thing that I really love about, like a special man out there is patience. Are you being patient with the girl or the guy? Or are you being a little pushy? Did you know, if you're gonna, be chasing after somebody, and no matter how many times they said, hey, this is the way it is, you're just gonna get them to run. I went through that not too long ago before COVID. There was a guy that was supposed to have been a friend, and I had to let him go. The whole time he wouldn't listen to anything I told him. I said, hey, even if I told him that I'm in love with somebody, which I did, he never heard me, and then, oh, now I'm the bad guy. Now your heart is hurt, and it's my fault now. Well, I told you in the beginning, I didn't lie to you. I was truthful in the beginning with you, where now you're going to get mad at me because I've been honest with you, but you won't let me go. You can't, because now I'm running away. I'm like, who is this guy back there? I already told him, so if you're chasing somebody and you're not being patient, you're going to cause them to run away. Patience is a very, you need to practice that, sometimes I get messages on Facebook or Instagram, and, I'm busy doing something and I got so much time, and then I got to do something else, and they're like, I'm waiting for you. Well, that's nice. I'm busy right now. You got to be patient. You can't just expect that things are just going to happen when you want it, and it's going to go the way you want it. Like you gotta open up to people if you're interested in them, but you gotta work on the heart space right here. You gotta work on your heart, and work on being patient. Like work on yourself. Like what do you have to show that girl or guy? Like what is your, like if you were going to do a job resume, like what are you going to put on the application, that a job application for, what you got to offer that girl or guy. Like you're going to put all the things about who you are, like in all the good qualities, like you want to focus on all the good qualities, right? What do you like to do? How do you like to, what kind of food do you eat? Do you like animals? It's good to communicate. I do believe that, there's something really weird happened out there, is where nobody wants to get to know anybody. I always want to get to know people. There's times I ask people questions and then they don't answer. And then I repeat and I ask the same question. Well, what do you like to do? Hello? Is anybody there? Huh. That's weird. I don't hear anybody. But, yeah, what do you like to do? That's so important. Like on my dating app that I was on before, that was the biggest question I think I had. It wasn't like where do you work and how much money you're making. I could care less. I do want you to be working, of course. I desire to be with a man that's working and that's, being a provider, of course. How about a protector? Of course, definitely. So you definitely want to be a man that works, and, like not lazy, one that goes out, and what kind of job do you have, like, so that was one of my biggest things on my profile on dating sites, was I want to know, hey, do we have anything in common? Number one, ding ding. I wish I had a bell here, but I don't. So yeah, ding ding. Do we have anything in common? How old are you? Are you older than me, or are you younger than me? And age, they say age is just a number. You're right, age is just a number. But what if you were older than me and I'm athletic? Want to go jogging with me? No. Okay. There goes that. How about hiking? Do you want to go hiking every day, like a 3-hour hike? No. Oh, okay. Do you like animals? Well, I only like a few. Oh, okay. So, how about sports? I just like watching them on TV. Really? Well, we really don't have anything in common. Do you like traveling? No, you don't. What do you like? Huh. Because that's really important with, like if you're interested, while you're working on yourself, as you're working on yourself, I want to really put that out there. While you're working on yourself, do you have a temper? Do you get mad easily? Do you get depressed a lot? Do you have a drinking problem, a gambling problem? Do you smoke cigarettes? Are you eating healthy? Are you being a good father or good, do you have kids? Are you being a support to them? Are you being there for them? These are the things that you can work on, like to, like are you criticizing yourself? Are you too hard on yourself? So really these are really helpful, like to understand the kind of the work that you need to do in your life. Are you judging people? Do you think you're better than everybody? I, in my past, I hate to bring this up, but I did like somebody a long time ago before I started going to church, and I had to break up with him, because Jesus meant more to me than having sex, and that was the case really, is, we're, before I started going to church, like we would ride around in his car or Jeep or whatever, and he would like point out the window, judging people everywhere, all over the place. And you know what? My heart was like, and then what do you like to watch on TV? That's another one. Where, you might be listening to the radio that could be all negative stuff, like, are you listening to the positive stuff? What kind of TV shows do you watch? I want to know all these things. Do you watch scary movies, or do you watch the news, or, what are you into? So, to really, if you're really looking for a loved one out there, besides looking at the beautiful picture that you see, or whatever, you gotta, there's more, like even to a guy, like looking at it, the beauty of a guy or whatever. Sometimes people think, guys don't look beautiful, but I do. I've seen a lot of beautiful men out there. That don't make them gay because, say they're beautiful. It's not that they're wearing a dress. It's a beauty. I love art, so I have called a man, "You're so beautiful." And he is. And it's just not the outward appearance. I got to know not everything about him. I want to know all kinds of stuff. I want to know everything about him, and that's how it should be. When you're trying to go out and, get involved with, you want to start off first, you want to start off with trying to get to know them, to work on a friendship first. It doesn't just happen overnight and like, oh, okay, we're friends now, now I got to first base. No, you got to slow down. Like you can't be running after people and chasing them, like, hey, I want you, I love you. You're just going to scare them off, you really are. You're just going to make them go away. They're going to hide under a rock somewhere so you don't find them. So you really do. You want to be patient when you're, I understand, but you got to understand, you got to do the work inside. You're not going to match with that person when they're, you might be down here where you got a lot of work to do. They might have been doing work and they're up here. They're been working, still working, so you got to kind of climb up that ladder and work on yourself to be able to reach up to where they are. That's what I had to do. I was down here before and I had to reach up here to somebody that I was attracted to, and that's not just on the outward, definitely not, absolutely not. It had nothing to do with the outside appearance, absolutely not. If I really told you, it would have been the last person in the world that I ever would have thought. That's how serious this is. It had nothing to do with the outside. It was all to do with the heart and his beautiful mind. It had nothing, absolutely nothing on what he looked like on the outside. It had absolutely nothing to do with his clothes. Is he a good-looking guy? Yeah, he is a really good-looking guy. But that's not what it was all about. It wasn't about his beautiful clothes either. It had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with his clothes. They say when you're not looking, that's when it hits you right freaking flat in the face, and that's exactly what happened to me. I was not looking. I was working on me. I knew that I needed to work on me. And there's people that say, hey, I can help you. No, you can't. You're not the one helping me. You haven't shown me any way of helping me. This person over here has, but you haven't given me anything to work on. You didn't say anything about, like I desire a man that's going to tell me things that I don't want to hear. Tell me I got toilet paper sticking out of the back of my pants. But anyway, tell me the things, that you see that are not, good. Like, hey, I see that, you could do a little bit better. Thank you. I need that. It hurts. Yeah, it hurts. But I need that. I want to become my highest version of myself. I definitely do. I've worked so hard in my life. I'm not giving up now. I'm getting there. Every day I get a little bit further. So if you're, a guy or a girl, like really those things there is to really be honest, be real, find out, work on yourself, really work on yourself. It's an everyday, if you're not eating healthy food, like a girl that's a vegan or a guy that's a vegan, they're not going to want to be around you to eat with you and stuff like that, to eat food with you. Like with me, with my family right now, I got a birthday party to go to soon. Guess what? I'm not eating the cake or the ice cream. When I go there, everybody's going to more likely going to be eating pizza. Guess what I'm going to be eating? Salad. I'm not going to eat the pizza, although it looks good, and there might not be any meat on there, but I'm not going to eat that pizza either. My family already knows. I already told my family ahead of time. My son is so sweet. He said he's always got a salad at the house. Good. We're happy. That's all I need. I'm not getting, I don't do the sugar anymore. I'm not going to eat the cake with all that sugar in there, even though it's going to be my daughter and my grandson's birthday. No, we're good. Once you start doing that, then, before you know it, you start eating it again. So do you eat sweets? Do you eat junk food? Are you eating meat? Those are ways to work on yourself, like you desire this, you desire that, I love you, and all that. And like I said also is stop chasing, like I was chasing someone and they ran away. Work on yourself. You don't want me to run away, then work on yourself. Show me that you're working on yourself. It is very hard. And I've been chasing somebody and they flat out let me know, you stop doing this or I'm going to keep running. What did I do? Oh, I was chasing you, wasn't I? Well, I could fix that. I'm just going to go the other way. I just go over there. I will work on myself. I will work on myself. Sorry. But yeah, you do. You got to work on yourself. You don't want to chase. There's no reason for chasing. So you don't want to chase the girl or a guy because they're going to run. You're going to, like I did before with the other person, run. I got my running sneakers on. I am running. I'm getting out of here. That's not the way you're going to get somebody, is by chasing them. I'm a fast runner, man. You better get your freaking running shoes on. I can freaking run. I'm a runner. I'm going to be jogging soon, getting those legs going. But anyway, I do love all of you. You are all beautiful, but we all, in one way or another, need to work on ourselves. And this is not the way I planned on this video to go. I was going to talk about something totally different. Hey, the 444. So anyway, I do love all of you. You are all beautiful inside and out. So anyway, you want that heart's desire, of somebody that you love, that you got to work on yourself, and it takes every day. Believe me, I've been working on myself every day. Hiccup. So anyway, I do love you. Right here, I know, it's going to be the weekend tomorrow. Yee-hee! It doesn't mean anything to me anymore because I work every day anyway now. So I'm going to go out and do something different. I got to look up online, to find out what there is to do. I'm going to go on Facebook, to look, hey, what's going on this weekend? I need to do something different. That's what I've been told by the universe. I need to go out and find something different to do. Work on myself. That's what this is all about. So I'm like, okay, that's what the universe wants. It's what the universe is going to get. Even my twin flame, that's what he says. Okay, I'm going to work on that. Thank you. I love you too. So I do. I love all of you. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, and, you can also share. You could subscribe, and, find me on Facebook. on Kathy with a K, Dingman, Starlight, or on Instagram, which is the best place, at 1995 Starlight. You enjoy your day, and, hey, tomorrow is a new day. You learned a lot today about the do's and don'ts. You don't want to chase anybody. You have to be patient, Patient is, if you don't know how to be patient, do what I did long time ago when I went to church. Guess what that was? I asked God to help me to be patient. You'll learn patience when you do that. You will. But yeah, that's what you need to do. Be patient. Nothing comes, this is not Burger King or McDonald's here. I do love all of you. Make sure, you be kind to yourself and others. Get out in nature. Get some of that sun, like that vitamin D. That's what I need. I need a lot. I can't wait to lay down and outside with my bikini on. I'm ready for that this year. I'm really white right now in the winter time. And, I do have a new bikini, so I can't wait to try that. I already tried it on, but I have not gone out to use it yet. Butterflies. I love butterflies. I hope you do too. So anyway, got to get some color. I got like Indian blood here, but it doesn't look like it. So I'm waiting for that weather to be like 80s, like that would be super to go out and lay out in the nice, beautiful sun, get some color. And so anyway, you enjoy your week. Your day actually, and this is going to be the weekend coming up, but enjoy your weekend. Make sure you get outside. I love all of you. This is Starlight. Love and light. Peace.